might be.
Dee. Virginia is for lovers and forerunners.
And we love. And die.
2.5 hours? Treasures acquired. Somewhere in Virginia still, the snow is coming down, baby. And we got pee. Well, we made it home yesterday. I didn't really do any filming when we got it unloaded. We took it around the block one time, and it's a good thing we didn't try and drive it home because it is flat. That one had a split in the sidewall, but nobody is available to sell me tires today, which is pretty lame, but it's all good. A couple of rust spots to fix on the body. So here we are a few days later. Got some new tires put on this bad boy. I went down from the 31s to a 235/75. They came stock with either the 31s on them or a 225/75. So I'm in a 235 right now, just because they were cheaper and easier to get. 31s are obviously a little bit more expensive, so I spent about half on these, and these will, you know, get me driving around on the road, and that way I can shake it down and kind of figure out what else it may need. Rocker panels are a little crunchy, but I have those on the way as well. They're gonna replace the rockers. It runs really well. It does have like a little bit of a tick in it, like most 22 REs. So I'm gonna go get a valve cover gasket so we can do the valve clearance, check the lash on the valves. But this thing is awesome, dude. Got a clutch start cancel, so a clutch bypass switch, so no foot on the clutch. Neutral. Boom, 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 boom. Makes this thing so special? Well, I'll tell you. The frame, first of all, is not completely rotted away. It does have a couple of spots underneath where the guy had kind of sanded some of it down and redone it. The body has obviously got a good amount of rust on it, but I have the rocker panels are ordered. But what makes it special, other than the frame not being completely rotted, is it's a 5-speed 4-wheel drive with the 22 RE, and back glass rolls down, and it's a tailgate instead of a hatch. So not super common to find 5-speed 4-wheel drive 22 RE 4Runner. More of a Toyota truck thing or a Tacoma thing. Yeah, I'm gonna let it warm up and take it to the parts store, go get a valve cover gasket, some drive belts, and there was one other thing I was gonna get there. Oh, an RTV. So we're right at operating temp. That's what it sounds like right now. I'm trying to do it before and after we adjust the valves. Not a very loud tick, but it is there. Old school park and brake. Brake light stays on. I'm not really sure why yet. I think it's probably the sensor for the e-brake. But other than that, it drives great. Get in the zone, AutoZone. We got the goods. Our mark right there, so we need that to be up top. So we're at top dead center. or 0 degrees on the crank. And both of our rockers are loose, so we should be on top dead center for the compression stroke for the first cylinder, so we should be able to adjust those. And I think when you're in this position, I think you can do intake on 2, exhaust on 3. I think that's it. So while the paint is drying, we're gonna go ahead and check some of these clearances here. Oh, it's pretty off. There's quite a bit of rim in there, so tighten that up. Check the intake side. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, intake side's pretty. Got a lot of room too. So that means cylinder 1 is complete. Turn the engine 360 degrees. Should be top dead center on the compression stroke for number 4, and then we can do exhaust intake for 4 and number 3 intake and exhaust number 2. I don't know what the torque spec is on these. Probably should look that up real quick. About less than 10 foot-pounds, somewhere around 4 foot-pounds maybe, but a lot of people are saying to just go until you squish the grommet, which it makes sense, but just want to try and get it as accurate as we can so we don't have any leaks. Just to make sure we don't over torque them, I'm switched over to the 1/4" ratchet. Just get them a little snug. All our grommets are pretty squished, so I think the OEM torque spec is like 4 pounds, so I'm not gonna go crazy with it. I'm just kind of put all our hoses back on. I'm gonna let the RTV set up on the half moon seals. Go ahead and change out these belts right here. So the first belt is on. Just need to get the alternator pulled out so we can get down tight, and then we'll get the what is it, power steering, yeah, one on. Well, I checked the ignition timing too. It was off by a couple of degrees. It was on 0 degrees before top dead center, and the manual called for 5 degrees. So changed the ignition time and adjusted the idle as good as I could, and it's running pretty good. Can't wait to get the rocker panels done and put on there, and put the front end stuff on there, upper lower ball joints, sway bar links, and what else was I gonna get for it? Tie rods, inners and outers, and fix some of the rust on it after the rockers, and then we're just gonna drive it, dude. Take it up and down the mountains and go wherever we want in it. So thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.